Hello students, in the previous lecture we have discussed about application of differentiation. So wherein we have discussed about the concept of tangent and normal. In that, so how to find the slope of tangent by using given curve at one point. Okay, so we have also discussed about how to find the slope of normal and finding equation of tangent and normal. So these all things we have discussed, right? And so how to find the angle between two curves? So by making use of formula also we have discussed, right? So tan theta equals to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Clear? So after that we have also discussed about length of tangent, length of subtangent and length of normal, length of subnormal. These all things we have discussed in the previous lecture. And also, so most of the times you will be given equation of curve, so in parametric form. In that case, especially finding slope of tangent, before that finding taking point. Okay, so taking point of contact and from that finding slope of tangent, so which gives us slope of tangent, equation of tangent and equation of normal. These all things we have discussed, right? So in this today's lecture we are going to discuss some problems in this topic. Okay, so shall we go forward? Right. So now let us go for first question. In this, the angle between the tangents drawn, the angle between tangent drawn to the curve y equals to x square minus 5x plus 6 at the points 2 comma 0 and 3 comma 0. Clear? So now we are going to find this angle between these two tangents. So let me take the option there. So a pi by 6, b pi by 2, c pi by 3 and d pi by 4. See here, it's very easy to solve, right? So first of all, in every question we'll discuss about subjective and objective. So first of all we'll go through solving this problem by subjective method, then we'll go for solving the same problem in objective manner. Okay, so now generally how can you find angle between two tangents? Tan theta equals to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Correct? So before finding slopes of tangents, first of all we need to find equation of tangent by using these 2 points. Whenever you are given 2 points, so we can get 2 tangents. So after that we will be able to find angle between those two. Correct? So first of all let us derivate this. So dy by dx equals to x square, so 2x, and derivation of 5x, 5, constant 0. Right? Now let me substitute 2 comma 0. So 2 comma 0 point here. After that 3 comma 0 point. If you substitute 2 comma 0, so what will you get? 2 to the 4, 4 minus 5. So that gives you minus 1, which is the slope 1, m1. Now put 3 comma 0 there. So what will you get? 6 minus 5. What will you get? Slope as 1. So after that, how can you find angle between two curves? Tan theta equals to, so this is the first tangent slope, this is second tangent slope. We are going to find out angle between two tangents now. m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. Correct? So now m1, y minus 1 minus 1, so minus 2 here, by 1 plus m1 m2, 1 minus 1 here. So what will get here? 0. So something by 0, right? Something by 0 gives you undefined. So when can you say tan is undefined? Whenever angle is 90 degrees. So option B is correct. Now how can you solve this same problem by using objective, right? So by using objective manner, it's very easy. See here, derivation is common. We'll derive 2x minus 5 and substitute first point, what would you get? Minus 1. Substitute second point, what would you get? 1. m1 m2 equal minus 1. Correct? m1 into m2 equals to minus 1 here. So when you multiply these two slopes, we are getting minus 1. Whenever m1 m2 equal minus 1, obviously those two tangents are perpendicular. So angle will be 90. Clear? So option B is correct answer. Right? Hope you have understood. Make a note of it. Now let us see this question. The equation of the normal to the curve sin y equals to x into sin of pi by 3 plus y at x equals 0. So what you are going to find out in this question? Equation of the normal. To find equation of normal or equation of tangent, what is needed? Point. So are you given point? No. X equals 0 given. By substituting x equals 0, can I get y value from this curve? Because that point of contact will lie on the tangent on the curve also. Correct? So can I substitute x equals 0? Then what will you get? Y. So from that we'll get point of contact. Correct? So substitute x equals 0 here. What will you get? Whenever substitute x equals 0, 0 into something 0. So what will you get? Sin y equal to 0. Correct? So when will you get sin y 0? 0. Correct? So y value also 0. Correct? So what is the point of contact? 0 comma 0. Right? So always every tangent, every line passes through 0 comma 0 will be in the form of y equal to mx. X term, y term. There is no constant term. Here if you observe the options, everywhere x term, y terms are present. There are no constant terms because it is passing through 0 comma 0. So now let us find slope to find equation of normal or equation of tangent. So let me derivate this one. See sin y. We need to derivate this completely. See sin y. How can I? Sin y is cos y. Again derivation of y dy by dx. Because this is y term, not x term. When you derivate y term, into dy by dx will write. Now here UV method. So by derivation of x 1. So sin of pi by 3 plus y. Because derivation of x is 1 plus. So by keeping x as it is, derivation of this one, what will you get? So cos of pi by 3 plus y. Pi by 3 plus y. Again inside derivation also. Derivation of pi by 3 0. Derivation of y dy by dx will come. Clear? So now. So directly can't I substitute 0 comma 0 so that I'll get dy by dx means slope. So how can find slope? Right? Slope of tangent how can find? Just by substituting point. Put 0 there. Cos 0 1. So 1 into dy by dx, dy by dx. Correct? So now here sin of pi by 3 plus 0. Sin pi by 3. Sin 60. What do you get? Root 3 by 2. Here x value is 0. 0 and everything 0 here. So what do you get? Slope? Root 3 by 2. What is this? Slope of tangent. But what do you need? Equation of normal. Then what is slope of normal here? What is slope of normal? So slope of normal will be minus 2 by root 3. Correct? So now let us go for finding equation of normal. Y minus y1. What is point 0? Anyway, so whenever point is 0 comma 0, value is y equal to mx. Correct? So y equals to minus 2 by root 3 into x. So finally root 3y equals to minus 2x. So from that what will you get? Root 3y plus 2x equal to 0. So this is our equation of required normal. Correct? Understood? It's very simple. First finding point is important. By taking x equals 0 in the curve, we'll get point of contact. After that just derivate for one step. Don't make it lengthy. Okay? By derivating for one step, then substitute 0 comma 0, then we'll get slope of tangent. After that if you write reciprocal of that and change the sign, we'll get slope of normal, then we'll get equation of normal. Okay, whenever equation of any line passing through 0 comma 0 will be in the form of y equal to mx. Substitute slope there, just y equal to minus 2 by root 3x. We can simplify. So which of the following options is correct here? 2x plus root 3y equal to 0. Option A. Clear? Hope you have understood. Right here root 3 by 2 minus 2 by root 3 will be the slope of normal. Then if we simplify we will get equation of normal. Hope you have understood. Make a note of it. Now, so let us look at this question. Equation of the normal to the curve x square plus 3xy plus y square equal to 5 at 1 comma 1. It's very easy, basic problem, but you have to know how to find dy by dx from this. So is this implicit function or explicit function? So for example, whenever you are given y equals to one function in terms of x, so this is explicit function. So generally derivating explicit function is very easy. Directly we will derivate, okay? So both sides with respect to x, so directly we can get dy by dx from this. It's very easy. Whenever you are given in the form of y equal to f of x, okay, this is explicit function, okay, explicit function. But whenever you are given an expression which contains x, y included, okay, like this, f of x comma y equal to 0 form, correct, like ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0, okay. Now x cube y cube plus 3ay plus xy square plus yx equal to 0, like this. Whenever expression is given in terms of xy both together, so from this taking y out is difficult, correct. So whenever you are given function implicit form, okay, whenever function is given in implicit form, okay, how can I derive it? Okay, so for that there is a shortcut, right? So what is that? Minus dou fx by dou fy, okay. So now see here, directly we can go for finding dy by dx. Of course individually we can find out directly, but see here, first of all let us write equal to 0 form, x plus 3xy plus y square minus 5 equal to 0, correct. X square plus 3xy plus y square minus 5 equal to 0. Now let us derive this directly by using shortcut. What is that? Minus dou fx by dou fy. Dou means partial derivation, partiality, right? So generally we derive with respect to x partially on the numerator and derive with respect to y partially in the denominator, right? And remember one thing, whenever you derive with respect to x, treat y as constant on the numerator, and whenever you derive with respect to y partially, treat x as constant, y as variable, okay, and constant is constant only. See, I am going to derive, observe, minus. Now you are deriving with respect to x, derive x terms only. Do you have any x term here? Yes. Derivation of x square, 2x. Now, do you have any x term here? Yes. Derivation of x, 1. Remaining you write as it is. So 3, 1, y, 3y. Correct? Now do you have any x term here? No. Here do you have any x term? No. Constant, 0. Right? Now similarly, now derive the same function with respect to y. Do you have any y term? No. Leave it. Constant, 0. Do you have any y term here? Yes. Derivation of y term, 1. 1 into 3x, 3x. Derivation of y square, 2y. Anyway, constant, constant. That's it. Correct? So, there is a shortcut for derivating implicit function which is in the form of f of x comma y equal to 0. So, whenever you know how to derive, that's a 90% of the solution for this problem is finished. Right? So, just you substitute a point there. We'll get slope of tangent. Chalo, put 1, 1. Minus 2 plus 3, 5 by 5. What do you get? Minus 1. What do you need? Equation of tangent or equation of normal? Equation of normal. Now what is slope of normal? Reverse. 1. So slope of normal is 1. So 1. Correct? Whenever slope of tangent is minus 1, slope of normal reciprocal and change the sign. So now it's very easy to calculate y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Correct? So from this what will you get? Minus 1 get cancelled there. So x equals to y, x minus y equal to 0. Clear? It's very easy. So the only thing you would understand how to derive implicit function. Okay, the function whichever given in terms of xy both together. So deriving that is very easy by using this shortcut, minus dou of x by dou of y. Then it will be easy to find the required thing, whether it may be equation of tangent or equation of normal. Clear? So which of the following options is correct here? Option C. Hope I have understood. Make a note of it. Now, so let us look at this question. The equation of the tangent to the curve y equals to b into e power minus x by a at the point where it crosses y-axis. Generally this curve is crossing y-axis. Whenever this curve is crossing y-axis, correct? Then, so what is the point of tangent? 0 comma something, correct? So 0 comma something will get, correct? That means x value 0, can I substitute here? When I substitute x value 0, y value will get, simple, correct? So what is y value? So y equals to b into e power 0. So what is y value? B. Then what is the point of intersection? 0 comma b, correct? So this is the point of contact, right? So this is the point of contact, right? Now we are going to find tangent. It's very easy. So now derivate this. Will find slope of tangent by using slope and point. We can find equation of tangent. But directly also we can verify the option, correct? If you substitute 0 comma b, where 0 comma b is satisfying that? Because 0 comma b satisfies tangent and curve also. But we are finding equation of tangent. So 0 comma b must satisfy that equation of tangent, correct or not? Right. So now where 0 comma b satisfies, can I put 0 comma b here? No. Will you get 1? B square. Here? No. So here? No. So minus 1. Here? Plus 1. Correct. That's it. So make it easy. Right? Don't make it lengthy. Correct? So here, subjective manner, how can you solve? Just derivate this. Dy by dx. So b into e power something derivation, e power same thing. Again derivation of minus x by a. So minus 1 by a. Correct? So this is dy by dx. Now substitute point. So what will you get? Slope minus b by a. When I substitute x value 0, e power 0, 1. So now find equation of tangent. So equation of tangent. Actually we should not make it lengthy like this. Okay, of course I have explained how to solve it objective manner, right? Directly we can verify those options with this point, so that where it satisfies those options, that will be correct. Okay, we have done already. Okay, so we have told the answer here, right? Now y minus b m into x minus x1 is 0 here. Okay, so now what will you get? Ay, okay, plus bx equals to ab. So if we simplify this, we'll get x by a plus y by b equals to 1. So this is the way of solving subjective, right? But objective, directly we'll substitute this point in the following option which are satisfied. That will be the correct answer. Clear? So hope you have understood. Make a note of it. So now let us look at this problem, which is very important and based on very important concept. Okay, now, so generally whenever you are given definite integral for the function y, then how can you derivate this one? Generally you are given function y as a definite integral, then how can you derivate this, right? So that can be done by Newton-Leibniz rule, right? By using Newton-Leibniz rule, we are going to derivate this one. Okay, so why we need to derivate? Before that, first of all, so what is Leibniz rule? So what it gives, we'll see now. Actually Newton-Leibniz so has given a rule for derivating a definite integral. So how we can derive a definite integral? First of all, let us see this Leibniz rule. After that, by making use of this, we'll be going to solve this, and solution is very easy. Solution is very easy. It will not take 30 seconds also. Correct? So now let us see. Here, first of all, what is the form? Y equals to integral u of x to v of x, and function is in another variable, it may be. Then, so we can derivate this function by using Leibniz rule. How? first substitute upper limit and derivate upper limit minus substitute lower limit and derivate lower limit. So finally formula is functional value of upper limit into derivation of upper limit minus functional value of lower limit into derivation of lower limit. Okay, so now first functional value of upper limit f of v of x, after that derivation of this dv by dx, hope you can understand, derivation of this minus function value of lower limit into derivation of lower limit, so du by dx. That's it. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, why do we use this formula? Generally this formula is helpful in finding differentiation of a definite integral model problem. Okay, clear? So now let us go for applying this same formula in solving this. Okay, now tell me why we need to find dy by dx here. Obviously everywhere we are finding dy by dx only, because without finding dy by dx how can you find slope? Correct? What are going to find out? Slope of tangent. Slope of tangent means dy by dx at that given value. Correct? So now let me find dy by dx at x equal to 1. What you are going to find out here? Dy by dx you are finding in this problem at x equal to 1. This is the question. Understood? This is the slope actually. Right? Now derive this first, then substitute limit. Okay? Now, anyway, here function may be given in same variable or any other variable also, not a problem. Right? Now, dy by dx, first substitute upper limit, x same only, 1 by 1 plus x cube into derivate x 1 minus substitute lower limit 1 by 1 plus 0 1. Now derivation of lower limit 0. So finally did you get the same function back? So this is dy by dx. Now substitute x equal 1, will get slope. It is very easy. Done. So what is the answer now? 1 by 2. That's it. See, solution is very easy when you know the formula for Leibniz rule. Okay, it's very easy. Let me explain once again. Functional value of upper limit into derivation of upper limit minus functional value of lower limit into derivation of lower limit. That's it. Then we can get dy by dx for that definite integral problem. After getting dy by dx, we substitute x equal 1 that we know to find slope of tangent. Clear? So hope you have understood. Okay, so pause the video, make a note of it. Now, so let us look at this question. The equation of normal to the curve parametrically represented by x equal to t square plus 3t minus 8 and y equals to 2t square minus 2t minus 5 at the point p of 2 comma minus 1. See here curve is not given directly. Curve is given in parametric form. Okay. So whenever curve is given in parametric form like x equal to f of t, y equal to g of t, right? How can find dy by dx? Generally we need to find dy by dx, correct? So how can find dy by dx? By using parametric form as we learnt in class 11. So dy by dt by dx by dt means g dash of t by f dash of t. So which we have discussed already, correct? So after that, so this will be the point, right? So this will be the point. This is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. So that curve itself point, right? So that is given in point form. And one more point also given, p of 2 comma minus 1. Both can be equated, correct? So that we'll get the value of t. So that we'll get the slope of tangent, correct? So now see here. Now x coordinate t square plus 3t minus 8 equals to first coordinate 2. Similarly 2t square minus 2t minus 5 equals to minus 1. So first coordinate equal to first coordinate, second coordinate equal to second coordinate, because that is the point itself, right? Let us solve this. So t square plus 3t minus 10 equal to 0. Okay. So now, so 5 2s are 10 here. So what will take? T square plus 5t minus 2t minus 10 equal to 0. When I take plus 5 minus 2, we'll get output reverse, right? So what is t? 2 comma minus 5, correct? Now here also 2t square minus 2t minus 6 equal to 0. We can take 2 common there. T square minus t minus 3 equal to 0, correct? So how can I get minus 3 there? Here t minus 3 equal to 0, correct or not? So that means minus 5 plus 1, here minus 4, correct? So minus 2, right? So from this what do we get values for t? So t equals to plus 2 minus 1. So what is the common value for t? 2, right? So 2 is common value. Whenever substitute t equal to, these two coordinates will become original, right? So now let us find dy by dt first. So dy by dx equals to, what do we get? Derivation of this one. Let us do it fast. Derivation of second function, 4t minus 2, 4t minus 2 by derivation of first function, 2t plus 3. So now substitute t value 2 finally here. When I substitute t value 2 there, what will we get? So here 4 2s are 8, 8 minus 2, 6 will get 6 by 7. But what you are finding, equation of normal. What is slope of normal here? Minus 7 by 6. So slope of normal minus 7 by 6, and point is 2 comma minus 1, that we know. So find slope of normal. Okay, so we can verify the option also here, correct? We can verify the option also for that given thing. So which will be the correct option there? Option C, right? So we should not make it lengthy, right? So we should use minimum time and we have to solve maximum number of problems. Okay, so within minimum time we have to solve maximum number of problems. Okay, so whenever you are able to equate first coordinate equal to first coordinate, second coordinate equal to second coordinate, then we'll get t value. Once if we get t value, we'll find dy by dx, dy by dt by dx by dt. In that substitute t value, then we'll get slope of tangent. From slope of tangent, slope of normal will be reciprocal, minus 7 by 6. What is the point given? So we no need to find equation normal also. Simply we can verify the option. Where will you get slope as minus 7 by 6? Minus a by b. So minus a by b minus 7 by 6. Clear? Right? So hope you have understood. Right? So we should make it fast for every problem. Right? So hope you have understood. So pause the video. Make a note of it. Now, so let us solve this question. If the curves y equals to x cube plus ax and y equals to bx square plus c pass through the point minus 1 comma 0 and have a common tangent at this point. So both the curves are having a common tangent at that point minus 1 comma 0, and find the value of a plus b plus c. So sometimes some of the problems look difficult, correct? But solution will be very easy for that. Okay, so shall we solve this problem within 40 seconds, right? Okay, so now, so both are y equals to x cube plus ax. Okay, x cube plus ax equals to bx square plus c, correct? Both are y values, both can be equated, correct? So what will you get? X cube minus bx square minus plus ax minus c equal to 0, correct or not? Right? So by solving this, we'll get equation, correct? So this is passing through minus 1 comma 0, substitute the point, that's it. We got the answer. Put minus 1 in place of x, 0 in place of y, there is no y, okay? So 0 minus b, okay? So here minus 1 cube means, so minus 1, so here minus a minus c equals to 0. That means, what is the value of a plus b plus c here? Minus 1, that's it. हो गया, right? So what will be the correct option there? Option D. Clear? So we have to minimize the time and have to solve maximum number of problems within minimum time. So that means, so mathematically if you call, we have to minimize the time function, maximize the solution. Correct? Right. So pause the video, make a note of it. Now let us solve this question. If the function f of x equal to x power 4 plus bx square plus 8x plus 1, this is the given curve or function, correct? So has a horizontal tangent. Stop there. So when can we say one curve has a horizontal tangent? So whenever curve has a horizontal tangent, then its slope is 0, correct or not? So from this, what can you say? Slope is 0 means f dash of x equal to 0. Clear? Hope you can understand, right? So whenever curve is having horizontal tangent, means it is tangent is parallel to x-axis. So slope is 0, that we know. And a point of inflection for the same value of x, then the value of b is, we are going to find the value of b at where d square y by dx square equal to 0. Means, what do you mean by point of inflection? So what is the point of inflection? Point of inflection is a point where d square y by dx square equal to 0, where f double dash of x is 0, where second derivation is 0. That is point of inflection. Clear? So now it's very easy. So first of all, derivate that. So f dash of x, correct? Derivate this. So 4x cube plus 2bx plus 8, correct? After that we can make this as 0. Okay, now after that, so from this point of inflection, what can I write? F double dash of x equal to 0. So let us rederivate this one. What will we get? So 12x square plus 2b equal to 0. So from this, what will we get the value of b? So b equals to minus 6x square. Hope you understand. So b equal to minus 6x square, we can substitute here and equate to 0. Why we need to equate to 0? Because slope is 0. So tangent is horizontal line. Okay. So now put b value minus 6x square. So 4x cube. So in place of b, minus 12x cube plus 8 equal to 0. I substituted b value here. So everything in terms of x now. So now we can find the value of x from this. So x cube equals to 1. Correct? So x equals to 1. That means x equal to 1 if you substitute there. So what will you get? B value. So what is b now? Minus 6. Okay. So here options were given already. Right? So minus 2, 6, minus 6 and 5. So option C is correct. That's it. Okay. So make it easy. Right? First of all, try to understand the question. Here tangent is horizontal, means slope is 0. Your first derivation is 0. Correct? And point of inflection. When will you get point of inflection? Where d square y by dx square equals 0. Where second derivation is 0, then that is point of inflection. So now from that we'll get one result b in terms of x. Substitute there, we'll get x value. After getting x value, we can make b original. So what is the value of b now? Minus 6. Clear? So pause the video. Make a note of it. Now, let us solve this question. Let f of x equal to x cube plus x plus 1 and g of x be its inverse function, right? So, f of x is given and we have given one more function which is inverse of this function, right? Then the equation of the tangent at that inverse function g of x at x equal 3. So till now we have found out equation of tangent for the given curve directly at the given x value, correct? But here we are going to find out equation of tangent of the inverse curve of this given curve at that value x equal 3, correct? So now let us find inverse for this and find the, we'll derivate that and substitute x equal 3, we'll get slope. So after that we can go for finding equation of tangent, but it will be difficult to solve in that way, right? See here, f of x equals to x cube plus x plus 1. Okay, so now, so what is g of x here? Anyway, f of x is x cube plus x plus 1, and what is f inverse of x? G of x, correct or not? So what is f inverse of x? G of x, correct? So now f of x is main curve and f inverse of x or g of x both mean same, which is the inverse of this. Okay, so for that inverse curve only we are going to derivate, on that curve only we are going to find equation of tangent. But can I find inverse for this? Generally finding inverse for this function will be difficult, correct? So that means at where you are going to find slope of tangent? So for this curve at x equal 3 means in the point, so x equal 3, so y value we don't know, let us take it as alpha. Okay, so what is the point of contact on the inverse curve? X equal 3. What is y? We don't know, alpha. Let us substitute 3 comma alpha there. Okay, so anyway 3 comma alpha is the point on the inverse curve. Then what about the point on this curve? Alpha comma 3. Correct or not? Reverse point. So let us substitute alpha comma 3 here, right? So alpha comma 3 must satisfy this equation. So now we'll see alpha cube plus 3 alpha plus 1. Okay, alpha cube plus 3 alpha plus 1. Okay, so here alpha here, right? So now alpha cube plus alpha plus 1, right? So that means it is equal to 3. When I substitute alpha, result must be 3. Okay, so from this if I solve, so what is the value of alpha if you observe here? Alpha is 1, correct or not? Alpha is 1 if you observe, because 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. Alpha is 1, right? When I substitute value back, so point will be 3 comma 1, correct? So on the inverse curve, what will be the point? 3 comma 1, that's it. We no need to derivate any curve, just simply verify the option, correct? So 3 comma 1 lies on the inverse curve or not? Obviously this point also lies on its tangent, which is the result, correct or not? So 3 comma 1 lies on its tangent. Just verify the option there. Just verify the option, we'll get the answer. It's very easy. So which of the following options are correct here? If you substitute 3 comma 1 there, so 3 comma 1, see 3 minus 4 minus 1 plus 1 0. Yes, this is the correct option, correct? So here 3 plus 1 7, 7 minus 1 6, it will not satisfy. Here 12 minus 1 11 plus 1 12, no. So here 12 plus 1 13, 13 minus 1 12, so it's not 0. Clear? It's very easy to solve. So minimize the time, so solve maximum, correct? So we have to save our time for every problem. Clear? So hope you have understood. Make a note of it by pausing the video. Now let us look at this question. A curve is represented by like this: x equal to t plus e power at, y equals to minus t plus e power at, parametrically given, right? X equal to f of t, y equal to g of t, correct? So now whenever you are given curve in parametric form, this is first coordinate, this is second coordinate, correct or not? So now this coordinate of point A, so this is going to cut. So at which axis here? So this is touches the y-axis at A actually. So this curve is going to cut the x-axis at A. Okay. Now see here. So this curve is going to cut the x-axis at the point A. So now curve is like this. See here. Right. So curve is like this. This is a point A. So generally point on the x-axis is something comma 0. So can I take alpha comma 0? Correct. So this is a point alpha comma 0. Now So x equal t plus e power et minus t plus e power at. That means, so this is the x value, x equal t plus e power at. So can I equate this to alpha, first coordinate, correct? And y equals to minus t plus e power at equals to 0, because point satisfies the tangent and curve as well, correct? So now here, so from this what can I get? T equals to e power at, correct? So from this t equals to e power at, this is one condition. Now let us add these two. What do we get? If I add these two, 1 plus 2, see here, 1 plus 2, what do we get? What is the benefit if I add? T get cancelled, so we can get the value of alpha here, okay? So now alpha plus 0, alpha, t minus t get cancelled, 2 times of e power at. So that's what we are going to find out. What we are going to find out? We are going to find the point of contact A. See, the coordinates of point A. Just if you know alpha, that will be the point A, correct or not? So now here alpha is a duplicate, correct? So alpha is 2 into e power at. Now generally will derivate or not both the curves. We can find dy by dx. Now find dy by dx. dy by dx means dy by dt by dx by dt, that you know, right? If you derive second curve minus 1, so here e power at derivation a into e power at, correct or not? Now derivation of first curve 1 plus a into e power at. So e equal to 0, y equal to 0, because what is the tangent for this curve? X-axis. So whenever tangent is x-axis, slope is 0. If I equate this to 0, what will you get? A into e power at equals to 1. A into e power at equals to 1. So that means, so here, what is e power at here? T, correct? So from this, at equals to 1, correct? Right? So a into e power at equals to 1 I got. What is e power at value in terms of t? 8 equals 1. That at value we can substitute here. That's it. So that is the first coordinate of that point, right? Now tell me, what is the point A here? A equals to alpha comma 0. What is alpha? 2 into e power. What is at value? 1. 2e comma 0. So this will be the answer. Clear? So option D is correct there. So 2e comma 0. Right? At is 1 here. Whenever at is 1 here, if you substitute here, 2e comma 0. Clear? So hope you have understood. So like that, we can solve maximum in minimum time. Correct? Just we need to add these. What is the benefit? We'll get alpha value, duplicate. And after that, if we equate this to 0, we'll get one relation in e power at and t. E power at value t. Right? Now, here, anyway we'll derive parametric form dy by dt by dx by dt. Then we'll get this. But slope is 0. Right? Already tangent is x-axis as we know. So slope is 0, numerator becomes 0. Then if we equate to 0, it will become 1. So what is e power at value? T. At equals to 1. It is required for this. So 2e comma 0 will be the required point. Clear? So pause the video. Hope you have understood. Make a note of it. Now, let us look at this question. If the tangent at 1 comma 1 on the curve y square equal to x into 2 minus x whole square. Okay. So tangent is drawn at 1 comma 1 point for this curve and meets the curve again at one more point for the same curve. Correct? So, for example, if I take curve like this, right? For example, curve like this. So one tangent is there where 1 comma 1. At 1 comma 1, so one tangent is going to cut the same curve at one more point. What is that P? That P we are going to find out. Correct? So tangent at 1 comma 1 on the curve meets that same curve at one more point. That point we are going to find out. Simple. So let us derive this curve as we know. So 2y square 2y into dy by dx. Correct? So now here UV rule, x into, so 2 into 2 minus x So minus 1 here. So plus again derivation of 2 minus x minus 1. Now 2 minus x whole square as it is. Correct? So now immediately can you substitute point there 1 comma 1 to find slope of tangent. So m equals to dy by dx at 1 comma 1. Right? So put 1 comma 1 there. 2 into 1 2. Right? So what will you get? 2 into dy by dx equals to, here if you substitute 1 there, 2 minus 1 1, 1 into 2 2, so 2 into 1 2, minus 2 plus 4, so what will you get? 2 here. So finally dy by dx equals to, what will you get? Dy by dx, that means slope here, so minus 2 plus 4, 2 here, 2 by 2 1, so this is the slope of tangent. But here 2 minus x whole square, so by 2 will come, so 2 into y, 2 into 1, so this comes down. Okay, so here if you observe, so 1 into 2, 2, 2, so 4 here, minus 4, right? So minus 4 will get here, so that means minus 2 plus 1 will get. Okay, so minus 2 plus 1, that means, so what will you get? Minus 1 by 2. Right, this 2 is coming down to y, right? So if you substitute y, so this is slope of tangent, right? So slope of tangent is minus 1 by 2 and point is 1 comma 1. Now we can find this equation of tangent. So what is the equation of tangent? Y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 1 equals to m. What is slope? Minus 1 by 2 x minus 1. 2 multiply here, 2y minus 2 equals to minus x plus 1. So that means x plus 2y minus 3 equal to 0. Correct? Or x plus 2y equals to 3. Just you can verify the option. Right? So this tangent is passing through some other point. Which are the following options correct? Just verify the option. Can I put 4 comma 4? Will you get 3 there? 4 plus 8, 12, not 3. So this is not correct. Just by verification, make it easy. Put 2 comma 0. No. So 9 by 4, 3 by 8. So 9 by 4. So 2 into 3 by 8. So 2 4s are here. So 9 by 4 plus 3 by 4. 12 by 4. 12 by 4 means 3. Correct? So option C is correct. That point is satisfying this option. This equation of tangent. Clear? So nothing we did here in this question. Just we have derivated this curve properly and substituted that point. We got slope and at that point we can find equation of tangent. After that, tangent is also passing through which are the following points that you are going to verify the option. Clear? Just make a note of that. Now look at this question. So first of all, for every problem we have to understand the question pair wise, parts wise, and finally we have to understand the whole. Okay, we have to understand as a whole. Okay, so finally as a whole what was given, what should be found out. So that is important. So like that we'll try to understand the question in every problem. Okay, so now see, most of the questions look difficult, look lengthy from outlook. Okay, but solution will be very easy. The moment when you try to understand the question, so difficulty level of that question will be reduces. Right? Now, so if a curve with equation of the form y equals to ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx plus d has a zero gradient, means zero gradient at the point 0 comma 1, means slope is 0, right? At 0 comma 1 means 0 comma 1 satisfies the curve also. So can I substitute 0 comma 1 on the curve? We'll get some values of a, b, c or d. Let us make this function original first. So finally in the end, after getting a, b, c, d values, after getting the function original, we are going to find where that function has a negative slope, where dy by dx less than 0. Finally we are going to calculate. For that we must make that function original. So when can this be original? Once if you find the value of a, b, c, d, correct? Now first of all, can I substitute 0, 1 in the curve? We'll get one equation, and we derivate that equate to 0 because 0 gradient. From that also we'll get some value. After that, also touches the x-axis minus 1 comma 0. Touches the x-axis minus 1 comma 0. Minus 1 comma 0 also we can substitute there. Okay. So finally we'll get a, b, c, d values. So let us make it original first. Okay. So now first of all, what was given there? So given curve is y equals to ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx plus d. Correct? So this is the curve. So now let us substitute 0, 1 because 0, 1 lies on the tangent, lies on the curve also. Substitute 0, 1. Here put 1. A plus b plus c plus d equal to, sorry, whenever you substitute x value is 0 here. X value is 0, 0, 0, 0. So finally this will be 1. So 1 equal to 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus d. So that means what is the d value? 1. So we got one value. Correct? After that, derivate this and equate to 0 because slope is 0 given at that point. So derivate this. So dy by dx. Right? So now what will you get? So 4ax cube plus 3bx square plus cx, and substitute this point equate to 0. Right? So at 0, 1 we should add 0, 1. Right? So now substitute here, this will be 0, 1. Substitute 0 there. So what will you get? So 4a into 0. So here the 4ax cube plus 3bx square plus c into derivation of x 1 here. Correct? So now when I substitute 0, 1 there, so 0 plus c equals to 1. That means so c equals to 1. Clear? So 0, 1 I am going to substitute there. So by substituting 0, 1 and equate to 0. Okay. So here this will be equal to 0 from this. Right. So 0, 1. So slope is 0. Equal to 0 by substituting 0, 1. C equals 0. Correct. So after that, now this curve also touches the x-axis minus 1, 0. Substitute minus 1, 0 also in that. So minus 1, 0 if you substitute in the curve. So 1 implies. So here. So 0, 1. Y coordinate is 1, 0, 0, 0. So finally, sorry, minus 1, 0 here. So y coordinate is 0. Minus 1 power 4 a. So minus b minus c plus d. Anyway, c value 0. I can substitute here. D value 1. So from this what will you get? A minus b plus 1 equal to 0. Clear? So this is one equation we got. Right? So now let us substitute this in 2 also. Derivation also. Right? So minus 1, 0. Substitute minus 1, 0 and equal to 0 because it touching x-axis means slope is 0 here. Right? So minus 1, 0 will substitute in first derivation dy by dx also. Here also slope equal to 0. So when I substitute minus 1, 0 in this second equation, correct? So what will I get? So minus 1 minus 4a, okay? So here plus 3b, right? Anyway c is 0 here, equal to 0, correct? So minus 4a plus 3b equal to 0. So this is the equation we got. So from this we can substitute b value. What is b value from this? So b value is a plus 1. So b value a plus 1 can I substitute here? Right? So what will you get? Minus 4a plus 3a plus 3 equal to 0. That means a equals to 3. Whenever a equals to 3, so what is the b? 4. Correct? What is c value? 0. D value 1. So finally we'll get our expression original. Okay, then we are going to find curve has a negative gradient, where for what values of x this curve has negative gradient, negative slope. Okay, so I'm going to erase here. Okay, so I'm going to solve that problem here, right? So finally, so what was asked to find out, you have understood already, right? Now, so what is our function? It will become original now. F of x equals to ax power 4. What is a? 3x power 4 Now what is b? 4. So 4x cube. What is c? 0. d? 1. So this is our main function, correct? So now we are going to check where this curve has negative gradient, negative slope, means dy by dx should be less than 0. Derivate it less than 0. Okay, derivate it. So what will you get? 12x cube. So 12x square less than 0. Where this dy by dx less than 0, where this slope less than 0, we'll see now. So by taking 12 common, cancel. So finally x into x plus, okay, if I take x square common here, x square into x plus 1 less than 0. So now tell me, just observe, try to understand here, at which value of x, so this value will be negative. Anyway, x square is positive always. So whenever x square is, always x square is positive. Where x plus 1 is negative? When you substitute below minus 1 values, correct or not? If you substitute minus 1, will it less than 0? No. Below minus 1? So this expression gives you negative value, negative slope. So which of the following option correct? X plus 1 less than 0, x less than minus 1. So this will be the required answer. Okay? Right? Option C is correct. Hope you have understood. Okay, just we are going to observe step by step these points. 0, 1, slope is 0. 0, 1, substitute in the curve, will get one value. Derivate and substitute point will get one value. After that, so we have to substitute minus 1, 0 also will get one condition. And in the derivation also minus 1, 0 will substitute, will get one more value. Finally, after getting a, b, c, d values, this function will become original. So after that, its derivation slope must be less than 0. At which value of x? That slope is less than 0, negative gradient for that curve that we have found out. So what was the correct answer here? X less than minus 1. Clear? So pause the video, make a note of it. So now solve this question. The value of parameter, so that the line 4 minus t into x plus ty equal plus a cube minus 1 equal to 0 is normal to this curve. So what is the curve xy equal to 1? And what is this equation of the line which is normal to this curve? And where that parameter lies, in which of the following intervals that parameter, what is parameter here? T. So here equation of normal is given for this curve, correct? It's very easy to solve. Once if you understand the problem, we have to make it fast. Okay, so now let us go for solving this problem now. So first of all, what is the given curve? Xy equals to 1. So from this, what is y value? 1 by x. And what is dy by dx? So minus 1 by x square. Clear? So till here it's very easy to understand. Clear? So derivation of that is minus 1 by x square. But here we are talking about normal. So this is slope of tangent. What is slope of normal? X square. So slope of normal is x square here. Okay. Generally slope of normal is x square. Reciprocal and change the sign. But slope of normal line is given already. So what is the slope of this line? Minus x coefficient by y coefficient. That is slope of tangent. Okay. So now what is slope of this? Minus 4 minus t by t. Okay. So now let us substitute directly here. So minus of 4 minus t by t. Clear? So now that is the slope of normal. So here slope of normal x square. Now reciprocal we can write t minus 4 by t equal to x square. So that means what can write here? So already t minus 4 by t value is x square. X square means positive. So this value also must be positive because right side value is always positive. So that left side quantity also must be positive. That means t minus 4 by t always greater than 0. Okay. So now see here when this will be possible. Okay. So just check it out. So 1 minus 4 by t greater than 0. right? Just you observe from this only. So can I substitute t value above 4? If I substitute above 4, this is positive. See here, above 4 if I substitute, numerator will become positive, complete fraction will be positive. If I substitute 4 point change, 5, 6, 7 like that. So 4 to infinity, that is one interval. So 4 to infinity, one interval. And so can I put 4? No. After 4 any value we can put. And similarly, so can I substitute 0 below values here? 0 below values. What happens here? If I substitute minus 1, minus 5 by minus 1, minus minus, so positive, right? I can substitute negative values in place of t or values more than 4. Let me repeat. You can substitute values more than 4 to make it positive, or we can substitute values below 0, means negative values. If you substitute negative value minus negative value, negative, down also negative, so minus minus get cancelled, positive, correct? So I can substitute values below 0, above 4, that we can observe from this. I can substitute values below 0 or above 4, not 4. I cannot substitute 4 there, that will become 0, but we must get greater than 0. Clear? So which of the following options is correct? Option B. So like that we can make every problem easy. Okay, the only thing we have to understand the given question first, so we have to make it fast in solving the problem. Okay, so once if you understand the concept question, then what was given, what should be found out, so finally accordingly we can go forward to get the answer. Clear? So hope you have understood. So in the next class we'll discuss some more problems of tangent and normal, especially which are related to length of subtangent, length of subnormal, and length of tangent, length of normal. Okay, so this is a way of solving question from this topic in IIT. Clear? So hope you have understood. Thank you all.